So Ben and I, Saturday night, we were at a party for a friend of ours that was, And then these two short, sexy little white chicks come up to us. And they're like, they look at me and they're like, "Are you Glenn?" Because there's signs everywhere that say it's Glenn's birthday.
Right.
Like, "Are you Glenn?" I go, "No, that's Glenn." And I point at Glenn. And they literally don't even look at Glenn. They just keep staring at me and go, "Happy birthday, Glenn." And I was like, "No, I'm not Glenn." That's Glenn. And then they just start talking to Darnell. And I was like, oh, were they looking for some sort of excuse to start talking to Darnell? So he's got a little Moscow Mule, where it's in the copper mug. And they're like, "Oh, did you order a Moscow Mule?" And he goes, "No, I don't know. They just gave this to me." And I said, he's the only black guy in here, so they gave him preferential treatment. They gave him the nice copper mug. And then and then he laughs, and then one of the girls goes, "No, I saw another one." So we're like, "Oh, what made you want to say happy birthday to Glenn?" And they're like, "We like your blazer," because I was wearing my velvet blazer. And all I can think to say is, I'm like, "Does it look shiny from far away?" I don't know. I'm not cool. I don't know what to say. And they're like, "Yeah, it kind of does." And then the one girl's like, "We have to go back to the other side. Can I give you my phone number? Would that be okay?" To me, which I wasn't expecting at all, which has never happened to me in the history of ever.
To you?
Yeah. So I say, "Sure." And she goes, "I'm Ayana." And I said, "Can I program you in as Rihanna? Because that sounds better." And she's like, "Sure." So she puts her number in, and then she whispers in my ear, "Call me," and then walks away. So Darnell immediately wants.
Wait, but this.
What?
I left at 11. I left at 11 o'clock. So this was right after I left. So she was that drunk at 11 p.m.
It must have been 11:30. Yeah, it wasn't too long after you left. Yeah. So.
But still, 11:30.
No, I know.
Yeah.
So she starts to walk away, and Darnell wants to give me a high five. I'm like, "Hold on, till she's out of eyesight. I don't want him to see me high fiving you." So I high five him, and he's like, "All right, so let's get fucked up now." And I was like, "No, I'm going home." He's like, "What? The night just got started? A girl just gave you a number?" I'm like, No. You gotta cut your losses while you're ahead, bro. I'm out of here.
I guess.
And I was like, I'm bored at this party, and the only reason you stay at a party is like, "Oh, there's girls here I should talk to," or. And it's like, well, got a number. No reason to put myself through being bored now. I'm going to go home.
Are you going to text her or call her?
So, he's like, "You're insane, but fine." So I say bye to everybody. Our friend Torrin's girlfriend, very nice. I got to talk to her a lot,
very
actually.
Nice.
She was cool. I liked her.
I like her as well.
I leave. Now, I walk to the train, which, it's in Union Square. It's not too far from this bar. It's like two long blocks away. So as I'm walking to the train, I just text her and I'm like, "Hey, this is Sean from the bar. I'll talk to you later," or whatever. Just so she has my number. I get a response immediately that says, "Wrong number?" ? And I go, "Did I just meet you at a bar 30 minutes ago?" And then it just says, "No." So I'm like, what is this? She came up to me, so I don't think this is a fake phone number. Otherwise, it's the strangest thing I've ever seen. Or she's so drunk, she typed it in wrong.
Right.
Now what do you do? So then I think, I'm not far. I'll go back.
Oh, no.
So I go back. I walk up the stairs. She's sitting right at the top of the stairs. And then she's like, "Oh, my God, Sean, where have you been?" I was like, I have to go. Even though I've just walked in from outside, ice cold if you touch me. I've clearly just been outside. And I go, I was like, "I have to go, but let me put my number in your phone just in case." And she goes, "Oh, I don't have my phone on me. It's in my coat over there."
Right.
And I was like, she's like, "Why don't you just text me tomorrow?" And her friend's like, "Yeah, why don't you just call her tomorrow?" And I was like, she's like, "Or just text me right now." And I was like, "Oh, my phone's dead. So, I just wanted to make sure you had my number before I left." And she's like, "Well, I swear I don't have my phone on me." And I'm like, this is so weird. So I was like, "Well, what's your number? And I'll just remember it." And she says the number out loud and then and advertises to me that it's Boston. She goes, "It's 617, that's Boston." And I was like, "Do you love Tom Brady?"
617, right.
I was like, "Do you love Tom Brady?" And she's like, "Of course. I feel like you're being sarcastic." And I was like, "No, this is my Patriots hat." She puts my Patriots hat on for a minute. And then it was and then I'm like, "All right, well, I gotta go." And she's like, "All right, you have to text me 617, and says the number again. So I turn the corner.
Right.
open my phone, look at what number's programmed in there and what number she just said. It's the same number! What is happening? I don't understand. Is it her friend's number? They're giving out her friend's number as a joke? Why me? Why not Darnell? What? Is she just absolutely uncontrollably drunk that I can't even tell that she doesn't even know what's happening?
Huh.
No idea. So the next day I'm at work.
That's super weird.
Yeah, so the next time at work, I say, Chase, text this number and say, hey, is this Ayana? She said her name was. And he's like, sure. So Chase texts the number and says, hey, is this Ayana? She says, yeah, what's up?